So you can tell from the title that this video may require a little bit of mental gymnastics, but that's okay. I promise if anything, it'll be a distraction for a while. So the question is, do you believe what you believe that you believe? Really what I'm getting at here is just why is it that as humans we experience this amazing anxiety about something that may not even happen when other beings around us, dogs and cats, and they seem totally calm. The birds are still singing. Consider the lilies. They neither toil nor do they spin. And so all these things on the globe seem to be pretty mellow throughout these events. And yet, as humans, we experience quite a bit of anxiety. Well, let's consider our stories. And I'll explore one story in particular that's very popular here in the West. So, Western materialism, I'll give you a short version of it. So, billions of years ago, there was nothing. Not empty space, but absolute nothingness. No space or time. And then the Big Bang happened that brought space, time, and matter into being. And then planets and stars formed, and then life started and started to grow these big brains, and then suddenly we had consciousness. When you think about the story, it would make like a good Twilight Zone episode. And it's kind of remarkable that we even do buy into it. Well, maybe we don't. Maybe we just believe that we believe in it. And so that gives you kind of the first take on this. There are stories out there that we don't really take too seriously. We just think we buy into them. And well, let's consider something, well, just like a thought experiment. You're hanging out with your dog in your living room and a grizzly runs in. Well, both of you are going to have a response. The dog's going to respond because all mammals have this fight or flight response, and you're going to also. The difference is that human beings, when things happen, we have thoughts about what happened, but we're actually more complex than even that. We have thoughts about thoughts that have happened, not just thoughts that happened, but thoughts that could happen. So the cognitive scientist Douglas Hofstadter actually titled one of his books, "I Am a Strange Loop," because he wanted to get at the defining characteristic of human beings as our ability to create these like um, loops of thought that would reference each other on deeper and deeper levels. And while that makes us really, quote, smart, it also sets us up to be very anxious. And not just anxious, but anxious about our anxiety. And so that's the thing many people may be feeling right now. So here's the thing I want to throw out that just creates a little bit of doubt in some of these beliefs about our beliefs. So imagine you're getting on a plane and you're a terrible fly and you're really terrible at flying and you have lots of anxiety about flying. So if you don't, you probably know at least someone who does. But you still get on it. Well, clearly you don't really believe the plane is going to go down, or if you really believe that, you'd never get on the plane. Think about going on a roller coaster. I mean, think about one of these. They create bigger and more terrifying roller coasters every year, and so people go on these, and they know nothing's really going to happen. But if they really knew nothing was going to happen, the ride wouldn't be very interesting. I mean, someday they may create virtual reality roller coasters, and they may do something for us in tricking our visual system, but it wouldn't give us the actual thrill of doing it in reality, because in reality, there's that possibility that something could go wrong, even though we know it really isn't. Same thing with haunted houses. Why do we do these things? Now, here's the real question I want to pose in this video, because I find it really um, at the core of the question if we do believe what we believe we believe. And it's a question about what we're spending our time doing. And so if you look at all these end of the world movies, Contagion, and all these movies about plagues or end of the world scenarios, they are actually at an all-time high right now. So if you just scroll through something online, you'll see these are all popular at right now, right in the midst of this crisis, right when we are at the exact point where we really don't know what, quote, is going to happen. So that's all I really want you to do in this video, is to ponder why we are subjecting ourselves to these kinds of anxious situations if we really bought into the story, which is to say, if we really believe what we believe, we would probably never be watching these videos. So maybe we don't believe what we believe we believe. Another way to put this is maybe, and you may have heard this saying, maybe we're already a Buddha. We just don't know it. What that means is that we already are the calm. We already know at our deepest level that everything's going to be okay. So a little bit of mental gymnastics for you, I know, but like I said, if anything, it was probably distracting. So let me know what you think.